This is a tape telling Thor and Carmen how much we love camp.
Camp, our favorite place. Why do we love camp? Because we love long romantic walks on the beach and hot men. Then we like Vespers too. Love you, Thor and Carmen. We love you. Carmen, I just want to thank you for taking me to the hospital when I got an allergic reaction to a horsefly bite, and that was just so much fun, and love you.
Guys, I just want to thank you for everything. Camp was awesome. I loved it. I loved the sunburn, loved the getting sick, loved it all. No, it was fun. I had lots of fun, and thank you guys so much.
Country road, take me back to the place where I belong, where Camp Ojibway. I'll make my hand, take me back, country road.
Thor and Carmen, I love you guys. Canoeing, paddleboating, and time with Thor.
Okay, camp's been really important for me because it brought me closer to God, and I accepted Him there in my heart.
So did I.
It's always going to be a memory for me, and
We love you,
you
Thor and
guys
Carmen.
contributed to it. So.
Okay. Hi, Hansen family. Thanks, Carmen, for letting me come into your cabin every morning and do my shot stuff. That was great. And thank you for being great directors at camp. I know I'm spinning. Okay, yeah, camp is great, and thank you guys so much. Okay, that's it.
Hey, we
like the fireworks at family camp, and we love game time with Thor. That's the best.
I like camp because it was fun.
Going right now? Okay, well, I think camp's been really fun, and I look forward to it every year, and it's just been a lot of stuff that I've learned, and it's really helped me in my walk with God, and I just want to thank you for everything that you've done. That's it. So, stop it.
Okay, my memory of camp is that it was always a week to get away from home for a while and go have fun and grow in your faith, be with your friends. And I don't know if Carmen remembers this, but one time we were playing capture the flag, and I fell down on the cement and scraped up the whole side of my leg, and Carmen made it all better. So I just want to thank her for that. And camp was just a great experience, and I loved the singing. It was really fun with them.
Yeah, the thing I remember most about camp was the singing. And last year the summer before I went into 7th grade, me and Aaron were singing on the last night. We both started crying because camp just means so much to us, and it was such like a spiritual experience, and I'm really going to miss Carmen and Thor.
Well, I have something for Carmen too. I love camp also, and it's going to be kind of disappointing to see him leave, but the thing about camp, I don't remember what year it was, but I had gotten like strep or something like that, and I had this virus. So Carmen personally brought me to this like a hospital out in like the middle of nowhere, and she drove me there, and we took a test, and then we came back, and it turns out I did not have strep, but I had like this virus thing. So she just like took care of me while I was sick, and that was really nice. So we're gonna miss her.
Camp was always fun for me, and I really enjoyed it. And I always felt better when I went home. Yeah.
Thor, Carmen, I think camp was great. Seaweed duty sucked, but it was fun. Thanks a lot.
Jet ski.
Well, yeah, thanks Thor and Carmen for improving camp the way you did over, 10 years or so? Ever since we can remember. But it's a good place. We always had girlfriends up there for a week.
For a week.
It's something we never want to miss either.
No,
Not for the life of us.
Even if we did get chicken pox in 4th grade and had to miss it or something.
That was fun. No, we never did. I never did miss it. It was great.
Wish you could have stuck it out until our senior year, but thanks a lot.
We had a good time.
Camp was awesome because we had to go skiing with the new boat and do a little stunt skiing, like with 4 or 5 people. It was great. Thanks.
Thanks, Thor and Carmen, for all the years of working at camp, and especially last year, Carmen, that you were able to take out my stitches out of my toe when I couldn't do anything for the whole week. So, thanks a lot.
Hi, we'd just like to say our favorite camp memory was probably Vespers because we liked hearing all the voices together and how awesome it was just to worship God.
And also, plus, besides Vespers, like, another thing, like, at the retreat, when we went up there and, like, everyone could say what they wanted to say, and we were talking for, like, a long time, and everyone was thanking everyone. I like that. And then we all start to cry. It's okay. Just Vespers is really fun. I like it, you know, the songs and stuff.
We just want to thank Thor and Carmen for all the years they've put into camp and everything they've done for all of us and what they've done with the camp. We love you. Peace.
My favorite time at camp was meeting Ben Perlich, the hottest guy in the whole wide world, and him being a sweetheart to me up at camp. And thanks Thor and Carmen for having camp and being great directors. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't see Ben. Just kidding. Go back.
You're cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Like in the cabins, like number 9 or something, but they have like this attic thing up there, and we climbed up there.
When we snuck up there, it was great.
And so thank you for all the memories.
Hi, Thor and Carmen. Thanks for the time at camp. I learned a lot about God, and we had so much fun doing like the animal thing. That was my favorite because we like got to pick up the counselors and stuff, and you guys just think of the best things. Thanks.
Thanks, Thor and Carmen, and it was really fun, and I'm gonna have a lot of memories there, and most of my memories are gonna be there with you guys because it was just so awesome with you guys there. And I just want to thank you for healing my head because it feels much better now. Bye. Peace out.
Thor and Carmen, what can I say? Thor, you are a creative genius, and I have always looked up to you in that. And as a leader, you are also amazing. You can get people to do things that I never thought I would do. Carmen, your patience with people is impressive, and your vengeance with them is even more impressive. Love you. Kim and I love you. We're so thankful for you, and we wish you the best of luck in everything you do. Thank you.
This is the 5th and 6th grade class, and we've all been to camp, and we love it. Hi! I like capture the flag in the woods because we get all wet, and it's fun.
Yeah, that was
Capture the flag rocks. And
little cardboard thingies.
I like the skits at night. I just like camp.
Camp rocks.
I like
pillow fights.
The pillow fights. Pillows. We got fights.
I like pillow fights because they're fun and you get to hit people. Penguins rock. You get to go out and get all wet in the morning and you get cold and stuff.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Thor and Carmen.
Thanks for watching this video.
I like it. It's crazy.
I had a real fun.
Go ahead, sir.
I had a real fun time at Camp Ojibway for the first time I went. Thanks to you guys. The water stuff was pretty fun, pulling behind the boat and with the tubes and stuff. So.
Water stuff is good.
You're so nice.
I personally liked when we do those little hikes with Thor. Thor's hiking session. I love that. Getting to hang out with Thor, funny guy. And Carmen, thanks for the Bible studies. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. the hikes were quite fun, especially D-Day. I really liked D-Day, and it was a grand old time. Especially like the mosquitoes. And remember one year I went hiking with Joe Selness, and he ended up way behind everyone else. That was a great time. Thor, I don't know how to thank you enough. You're the greatest, and Carmen too, because you helped me with my asthma so many times. And I hope you remember a little kid with the inhaler hanging around his neck. That was a grand time also. Well, I remember a couple other things, but I'm not going to say them, so it's your turn, or someone else will ask.
Thor and Carmen are great. Along with D-Day. D-Day is also great. Thank you, Thor and Carmen.
Thank you! Greatest! I love you! Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye.
You're done.
I like every part of camp. It's so fun. Yeah, it's very fun, and especially the banana tube thing. And we would like to thank Thor and Carmen for always helping and running everything smooth. Yes, and that's all. Thank you, Thor and Carmen.
Okay, I remember the first time I was up at camp, we still did the canoeing and hiking along the river. And Carmen, you might remember this, I fell in a huge thing of mud, and I was covered in mud. I looked like Swamp Thing or something. And at the end I came out, and I was like blaming everybody the whole time. I was blaming myself, blaming my parents for sending me up to Camp St. I hated it. And at the end, I got out, and I was talking to you about it, and I was thinking, hey, there's only one person to blame for that, and that's myself, and I shouldn't have been blaming everybody else. And you're like, and you told me that I was right, and that was lots of fun.
Did you have like 40 ticks and stuff?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even count them.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, last year when we went hike, we did the hiking stuff and came back with a record amount of ticks with me and my friend. All together we had about 100 or so ticks on ourselves. It was great, gross. The hike was fun though. I mean, we enjoyed it a lot. We got lost a couple of times.
The middle of this scorching heat. I'm sure the river's this way. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, but it was so great. I mean, had lots of fun. But
Remember when Pete Schutte was in front of us and he had to draw the arrows for the group behind us with the
Oh,
sticks
yeah.
tell them where to go.
We had to keep backtracking around it. Remember? We
Yeah.
had to walk like a mile
yeah.
back because we took the wrong turn.
And then we would have been lost forever except for Bjorn saw the other
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
When he saw him, and then we like, hey, go straight up. And then we had to like run and catch him.
yeah, that was good. A lot of good stuff at camp.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Taking care of it.
Guys, you guys are the best. Nobody's gonna replace you guys.
Find anybody that did quite the same job as you guys did. So.
Thanks for giving us so
thank
many
you
Yeah.
very much.
So many great
All the
experiences.
memories.
great experiences. Did a lot of stuff for us.
Thanks.
Thor and Carmen, this is Chris McCosco, and our family would like to thank you so much for what you've done as camp directors. You probably remember our son, Casey. He has gone to Camp Ojibway since elementary school, and he was a senior last year at Minnehaha Academy. And Kathleen and I just couldn't imagine that after graduation he still would want to go to Camp Ojibway, that little camp on Mud Hen Lake. It seemed kind of simple, and why would he want to go there when he would be going off to college in a few weeks? And it was just no question that he wanted to go and that he had to sign up early. We don't know some of the details of what you've done there. He's kind of a quiet guy, but I think that speaks for it. And he was so delighted in January when he found out that he could get into the life-saving class at college so that he could be and he said, I think that'll really guarantee that I can be a counselor this year. And so now he's gone from camper to counselor, and he's very much looking forward to that. Thank you for establishing that tradition among our youth, that this is a very important part of their life, and I pray that it'll continue through many more years. Thank you again, and God bless your future, your children, and may they find these same kind of camp experiences.
Okay.
one of the favorite memories that I have of Camp Ojibway is that at Vespers, the last night, everybody was like crying because of like our favorite song, and we all went out and we sat by the beach and we were all praying and stuff, and it was just really fun. And I made a penguin for you guys at school. And she was here when we were crying and stuff because we didn't want to leave. Yeah. So.
I just want to thank you guys for just taking care of us, and even if we did get hurt and hit our head on a bunk bed, and I just want to thank you for just taking really good care of us and everything.
Thanks for.
Yeah, thanks you guys for everything.
For 3 good years of the Camp Ojibway. And we'll have many more.
Am I on? It's blinking. Okay. Hi, Carmen and Thor and family. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate the time that you have spent serving God at Camp Ojibway. My family enjoyed one summer of family camp, and our oldest daughter, Allison, went to camp for the first time last year and just had a marvelous time. So we're kind of on the beginning edge of this whole camp situation, and I am just encouraged because of her excitement and her love of camp, and I just look forward to what God is going to continue to do there. But just really want to thank you and praise you for your family and your time and your love that you have just poured into that place. And just know that God is going to continue to bless you, and know that you continue to be in our thoughts and prayers, and just go with God's blessing and grace. And thank you, thank you.
Hi, my name is Barb Inman, and I just want to thank Carmen and Thor for the 3 wonderful years Tim had up at Camp Ojibway. He thoroughly enjoyed it. You were wonderful mentors to him. And I especially want to thank Carmen for all you did for Tim. He's talked many, many times to me about how you touched his heart and how you took him under his wing and all the many conversations you had. So I just want to thank you both for the wonderful ministry you had, and you will be truly missed. Thank you.
Hi, Carmen. Hi, Thor. It's really wonderful to say to someone else, Carmen. I just want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart that you have been such a wonderful role model for my kids. And I know that without your help, I would have not been able to create or to help raise these kids that were a big challenge. So I thank you, and I wish you all the luck of the world. And we will miss you, but I know that you have plans that are wonderful for your future, and we support those. Thank you.
Okay, I remember I've been at camp for every year since they've been there, 10 years. And I started in 3rd grade, and I think I remember mostly like Trailblazers. That was when we were real young, and Thor would take us out and play in the woods. We'd play some game, and then we'd come out at the end and play like ships across the ocean, sharks across the sea, or something like that. Do you remember? Anyone?
No.
Okay. And whoever would win the game would get a free canteen.
Oh, I do remember that.
And I won a couple times. And it was fun.
And it kind of like transformed into like game
You
tennis
could go Trailblazers or play in the
like pictures.
yeah, something like that.
Bible
Yeah, like after rest hour or something. Around there. Yeah,
something like that. I remember getting lost on D-Day after my junior year of high school, and we were lost all day. Forever. And
who was leading that with us? Like who was like one of the?
I wasn't with you guys. I was lost in a canoe.
Oh,
You
we
guys
were
were
lost
lost
in the woods forever, going nowhere fast.
That was when we were in junior high, though. That one when we really got
I was lost in a canoe. You don't get lost on a river.
Oh, you got way behind us?
We got way behind,
Yes, I
way
remember.
behind, and we're like 2 hours late, and everyone
Yes.
thought we were dead. And Carmen told us we better not do that ever, 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 ever again. And the other thing I remember, this is from when I was on staff, was when I made a deal with Carmen that I wouldn't have to clean up any puke from any campers all summer long. And I never had to take her up on that, but it was a good thing because I can't handle stuff like that.
I remember when they used to do, when we were little too, they'd do funny skits like the fly one, or
Or-
he's like, when
Yeah.
he was a big nerd and he had
Yes.
the toilet paper hanging from his
And that was always
hands. That was good. That was hilarious. At the end of camp, it was like the big last skit. It was good.
Well, but seriously, both Thor and Carmen have had an impact on my life. I don't know about you guys.
Yep.
So thanks for all you've done.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks, Thor and Carmen, for so many great years up at camp.
Oh, sorry. Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay. Hi, Thor and Carmen. We just wanted to thank you for being our directors at camp for, what, 9 years has it been? Around there? Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we're going to miss you. Won't be the same without you. Bye.
Hi, Thor and Carmen. I just like to say thank you for all the wonderful memories that I can't even name how many there are that you've given me at camp.
Thor and Carmen, thank you for being directors at camp. Thank you, Carmen. We'll miss you. Miss all the concerts too.
Thanks, Thor and Carmen. You guys made Camp Ojibway so awesome. You made my summers great. We'll never forget you. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Thor and Carmen. I would just want to say thank you so much for all that you did for us in Camp Ojibway for the past 9 or 10 years, maybe. I just wanted to, my favorite part of camp, I think, was definitely maybe Vespers or D-Day. And I will always remember Thor taking us on trailblazing trips across the road.
Thanks, Thor and Carmen. I had many wonderful memories, and yeah, just thanks for everything.
Is it going now?
Yeah.
I'll move in?
Yeah.
Well, honey.
I was thinking about Thor and Carmen the other day.
Yeah, you were talking about that
And
last night.
how great they are.
You know what? Yeah, they were real great.
How much I appreciated their time at camp. And hi. And they just done really a lot. What was that story you were telling me?
I can't do this on the spot.
Okay, we're on again.
It was a real good time.
Oh, what was a good time? We didn't have many good times last year, but we had.
Okay. I remember when Thor taught us that trick where he put his thumbs over our mouths.
That's his... You can't put that one on the camera.
If she said it, it goes.
Oh, that was good. That was a pretty good trick, though, huh?
Yeah, that's a good trick.
And I just remember when we were. Oh, there's just so many.
So many memories.
I just really liked when we went to that place.
That was a good spot. We saw those. Yeah. No, my favorite memory was the day that I was feeling pretty much just like crap. I don't know if I can say that, but I was not feeling well. And I was in bed, and it was our free day, and Thor wanted everybody to go skiing behind the boat. And I really didn't want to go because I think I had a temperature of about 106.
At least.
And my skin was pretty clammy, and I think that I was throwing up too. And I was in bed, and he said, and he had, I think Tony come in and say, Tim, you're skiing no matter what. Because if you don't ski, you're fired.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to ski, but he made me ski. And I actually didn't ski. I just got behind the boat, and he just dragged me for like 100 yards.
That was a good
And he strapped the skis to my stomach. So, but it was fun, you know.
Really special time for me was when on the last night, and no one wanted to go out on the boat, but I went with Thor, and it was dark. We turned off all the lights, and it was real dark. And that was real fun.
Yeah.
There was a lot of real fun times, but
Hard to just capture my
it was
video.
just, yeah, I mean, countless. So thank you, Thor and Carmen. It was really great.
You're
Thanks.
awesome.
Thank
Thank you, Thor and Carmen. Thanks.
Hey, you guys. How appropriate that it's Easter Sunday, and here I am rejoicing. You guys were great. It was fun to work with you at camp. The food, I know last summer was the best you'll ever eat, and it was just so fun working with you, getting to know you, and having fun with you, and taking care of your kids was a blast. I'll never forget the night with them, that you actually put me in charge of them was, what's the word? Risky on your part, but they did okay, and it's a night I'll remember, and thanks for everything you did for my kids up at camp all these years, and we love you, and we'll miss you, and have a wonderful summer together with your family. Thanks, bye.
That'd be great.
Thor and Carmen, thanks for all your service, 9 years of service. It's been a blessing in my life for the 9 years, both a camper and a counselor. I've learned a lot from you guys and all your hard work and all the time you put into us as campers and staff. And I just thank you for letting me drive the boat at the end. That was cool. And so you can't get in trouble now because you're already done. So anyway, thanks for all your hard work and service. We all appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, Thor and Carmen. Just wanted to put the concluding part on this tape and just say thanks to you from all of us at Hope Church. And it's sure been fun interviewing the kids and getting their feelings about you guys as they get excited and start talking. The thoughts and things would just flow. And it was fun reminiscing and talking with so many of them about your influence in their lives. As a parent, I just want to thank you for the influence you've had on my kids. And I just know just to bring your kids up to the church and drop them off and send them on the bus and send them off for a week and put them and trust them into your care has been something that's been very easy to do the last 9 years that you've been with the camp. You're a fine family. We just thank you so much. I thought that, of course, I've not been a camper, but I've certainly worked around and with you with the doc and with junior high and things like that. There's so much to say. And words don't often cover it. So we are blessed. We thank God for you and your family and for the service and the ministry that you've had at camp. Just thank you so much, and just know that God will continue to bless you and your family in the years to come. And we conclude this now by just saying thank you.
who you were. I'm really sorry about that. Last time I saw Matt Scott, he was about this high at family camp back in like 1992. So, and he's actually a student at Jefferson, where I teach, so, and he had dark hair. So I do have some excuses. But you may remember me more as during counselor during the Nick and Chad era.
Does that ring any bells, some of you? Okay. For your fun and creative style up at camp. Carmen, all your creative work that you did on curriculum, that sometimes I know you dreaded. I call you in April and you're like, oh, I gotta get that curriculum done for junior high. But words like Detective Dan and great skits like that. Carmen put lots of, those of you who don't know, every year Carmen would have to write curriculum for the younger groups, the 3rd and 4th and the 5th. And then also the crazy date nights that we used to have up at camp when Thor and Carmen would come in their garb. And way back when, I don't know if you did this lately, but you guys used to sing duets. You don't do it anymore? My problem. And one of us thought we were a surfer, I think, and anyways, they never figured it out. I mean, they kind of did, but they really, seriously, for years, they would always ask Thor and Carmen, did you guys come and do that? I mean, they just really didn't know. I mean, we were really good at acting. It was like the craziest thing we'd ever done. And then, of course, when I was up there with Nick and Chad, if you take away they're going to be remembered is for how personal they were. They were a staff, and I don't remember necessarily how other directors were, but these guys made it a point to get to know not only the campers, but they made it a point to get to know us, the staffers. They really would do a lot of things, staff building type things, and try to get all of us to know each other and then to know them more. They always had a warm, inviting atmosphere up at camp. I mean, it was just always positive. For instance, after camp, Carmen and I became really closer friends. She mentored myself and another girl for a couple of years, and our relationship has grown. So just so you know, the relationships don't end at Camp Ojibway. They go on. So they're remembered for being creative and fun and personal, and I think the last and most important way that they'll be remembered is for centering camp around the Lord. It wasn't just fun. They knew when you had to get serious. For instance, I remember one year, Thor, you'll remember this, we had staff Bible studies, and they were really serious. And do you remember getting mad at Nick and Chad because they couldn't get serious? But what came out of that was really important. I mean, we had some serious Bible studies as staff. Every day we would circle up and we'd spend an hour on a Bible study. I mean, what a great thing. It's kind of fun. It was posted in the bathroom throughout, I think it's probably still up there posted. Their favorite verse is Philippians 2:3-4. And we had to memorize it as a staff when we were up there, and I still have it memorized. And it says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourself. Do not, look not only to your own interests, but also to the interests of others. And I think that epitomizes what Thor and Carmen did up to camp, and I love them. Thank you.
Another thing.
I'm wearing a staffer. Thor Hansen is Larry the Cucumber from VeggieTales. I would be. Bob is very angry. I hope he doesn't catch me. It is so hard to run with this sombrero on my head. Bob is very angry.
Kirsten Hansen, I would be. Football, basketball, I can beat you in the mall. Football, basketball, I can beat you in the mall. Football, basketball, I can beat you in the mall. Football, basketball, I can beat you.
Tomatoes, potatoes.
Carmen Hansen, I would be. Oh, you're cut. Here's some pills. It's time to amputate. That's all. Oh, you're cut. Here's some pills. It's time to amputate.
Football, basketball, I can beat you in the mall. Football, basketball, I can beat you in the mall. Football, basketball.
Thor Hansen, I would be.
I think that it really isn't so much about me and my family, although, to be honest with you, these guys really made us feel at home. And that's sometimes hard to do when you have a son who's not always the most fun to be around, but they always let us know that he was, despite how he acted. So just for me and Kim and Matthew and Jason, thanks for caring for us. Family camp has really meant a lot to my family. I was there back in, I don't know, late 50s, early 60s, something like that. And what I watched evolve over the years was just a lot of changes. And to me, what Thor and Carmen made it was an opportunity for a lot of families to get back together as whole families and as either single parents or couples together with other families who were dealing with a lot of the same things that we were all dealing with, Camp Ojibway and Hope Presbyterian Church. Thanks a lot for being there for us, caring for us, and really letting us find out about Christ as a family instead of just individuals. And that's something that you guys really did. I could sit up here and tell story after story. I won't do that, but these guys are great. And just if you haven't got a chance to really get to know them, find an opportunity because it's meant the world to me. Thanks a lot.
The lives of campers and staff members alike will be forever changed because of your ministry at camp. And at this time, my sister Katie is going to come and sing the song, Thank You. And we would like everyone... I dreamed I went to heaven, and you were there with me. We walked beside the streets of gold, beside the crystal sea. We heard the angels singing, and someone called your name. You turned and saw this young man, and he was smiling as he came. And he said, friend, you may not know me now. And then he said, but wait, you used to teach my Sunday school when I was only 8. And every week you'd say a prayer before the class would start. And one day when you said that prayer, I asked Jesus in my heart. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am the life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. A missionary came to your church, and his pictures made you cry. You didn't have much money, but you gave it anyway. Jesus took the gift you gave, and that's why I'm here today. Thank you for giving to the Lord. One by one they came, far as the eye could see. Each life somehow touched by your generosity. Little things that you had done, sacrifices made, noticed on the earth, and heaven now proclaimed. And I know up in heaven, you're not supposed to cry, but I am almost sure there were tears in your eyes as Jesus took your hand and you stood before the Lord. He said, my child, look around you.
your reward. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am the life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am the life that was changed. Thank you for giving to the Lord. I am so glad you gave. I am so glad you gave.
That was the first time I heard that song, but kind of sums up pretty much my whole experience at camp. It's, I don't know, I became a Christian in 8th grade at camp, and they were there for that. So it was, I don't know, life-changing, so thanks. I don't know, I got to work up there this summer, and it was awesome. And like Thor and Carmen are kind of different styles, but they kind of complement each other. And I had great experiences with both of them that way. And God's number one for them and everything they do. And, really reminded me, especially to. A little nervous. Just reminded me that that's how we should be living too, and it's really helped me a lot. And just emphasizing quiet times on our own. That's the only way we can do it. And otherwise, you just wear yourself down. And just always praying, and just it was amazing. And so it's kind of a zig and zag. So, but I don't know. I just remember a couple times. One was junior high D-Day. It was a long, hot day, and we set up all the tents, and everything's ready. Kids get back, and then all of a sudden these clouds come in. It started raining. Thor's like, "Well, let's pack up." And all the work was just, "Oh, okay, all right." And but we just looked at him, and everyone around us is just going crazy. All the kids are running all over the place, and everyone's running around. Thor's just, let's back up, all right? And so then it just kind of rubbed off, and, we were pretty calm then. And, he just set a real good example there. And another time was Molly Bedard was mowing the lawn, and she went across the field, and there's that little wooden bridge. And she tried to drive the John Deere across there.
Oh!
And she's not here, so I didn't ask permission to say this, but and she came back to me, and she's just like, "Oh, Thor's gonna kill me. I don't know what I'm gonna do." I'm like, "All right, well, we gotta tell Thor, because I can't get it out by myself." And she's just freaking. She thinks Thor's just gonna drop the hammer or whatever. But he comes over and he's just laughing. And it's just Thor. It's just never gets upset, never gets overreacts. Just cool, and that they're they follow what God wants them to do, and they have other people follow them, and just I probably grew more that summer than I have probably in 5-6 years I've been a Christian. So it's amazing. So thanks.
Kids at camp, I think it was my first summer as a counselor,
And somehow we started having a water fight, and I was also filling up buckets right in front of the laundry room so that we could do tie-dyeing. And I left the hose running, and we were having our water fight outside, and I came back in, and there was literally like 2 inches of water from the laundry room into the kitchen, just standing water. And I went downstairs and it was dripping down into the basement, and Thor was gone, and I was like, towels, towels, let's go, towels, stat. And we had every towel that we could muster up soaking up water, and I just knew Thor was going to be coming in, and I was in the basement, and he comes in, and the water's dripping down, and I was like, hey, Thor. And he's like, hey, David, looks like we got a leak or something, huh? And I was like, yeah, we were, it was Jason's fault. But he was so, he never addressed the person who caused the problem. He addressed the problem and said, let's fix this problem. I don't hate you. I love you, and all that. So without further ado, I want to bring Thor and Carmen up here. We have some gifts for you. We, as if I brought one out and got these. We all would like to give you these, so come on up here. Oh, if parents have to go pick up their kids, it's time to do that.
This is a very, very special thing that you've done for us today, and we really appreciate all of you being here today. It's 9 years full of memories, and I could tell a story for every one of those counselors who just told one. I want you to know that the story Michelle Becker told about the insane asylum thing, there were no campers up that week, so parents, be calm. There were no campers. It was training week, and we wanted to create a memory, and I think we did. God is good all the time, and there were many episodes at camp that were difficult. There were difficult situation. Injury to his eye was a very scary time for all of us. And yet God provided and continued to bless us through 9 years. And I told this in the sanctuary, but God wanted me up at Camp Ojibway to grow me. I don't know what I left there. I just know that I was touched by many people who came up to camp, both staff and families who supported us and loved us and encouraged us through 9 years. And I had a ball. I didn't know that I was going to have a ball that first year, but I did it every year. And my husband, the camp director, is an awesome example to me of constant faith. Constant faith no matter what. He continued to trust in the Lord through all the situations we dealt with, and showed me the way in many ways. And I just wanted to recognize my children who have put up with sharing their mom and dad for 9 years every summer. And that began before summer started, because our minds were preoccupied with preparing curriculum and getting things packed and renting out our house, and they put up with a lot of stuff. So this is their payback summer, so be sure you cash in, guys. Special thank you to all of you. We treasure you as friends and family, and God bless you all.
I could tell stories, but I'll collect money afterwards. It has been a great time. Wendy, just thank all of you again, and it really has been a privilege and an honor to be involved with, excuse me, the ministry of Camp Ojibway, and to be involved with many of your lives and experienced and shared in some of the things of your lives, some of the struggles, some of the joys. Family camps are especially a great memory of the families sharing and coming together, like Bob shared, just to be able to be a part of one another's faith and their faith journey. And that's been a real special honor to be involved with watching kids grow up. Not only our kids, but your kids. Excuse me. Just to watch them grow up, not only physically and maturing, but spiritually. And to see these young men and women of God, it's been a real privilege and an honor. And thank you. Thank you for all of you who have served up at camp. and all these who have served camp in many ways, may be here at home just in prayer and support and encouragement to our families. We love you guys very much, and we will always cherish the times and experiences in the ministry we've shared together at Camp Ojibway. So thank you, each of you, and thank you for your involvement in our kids' lives. It was fun to watch this one sit outside one day as a little 3-year-old, 4-year-old, and say, "Pastor, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm having a quiet time." Because she watched you all do that. And so it's been neat. For our family, thank you for what you've given to all of our family, to our kids, and your involvement and development in their lives too. Sorry. Thanks. Pretty old music. That's great. Thank you very much. This is Camp Ojibway 1990 through 1998. Colossians 1:28 through 29. Thanks. Thanks very much.
Here's the gator. Can I have the gator, Craig Wallen, come on up here? We're just gonna...
About 9.5 years ago, I had the privilege of hiring these two. At that time, there was 4 maybe. Yeah. And I remember saying to Thor, "Boy, I'm sure glad we have the chance to hire you guys because we want to bring some seriousness and sanity to Camp Ojibway." The previous administration had been a little shaky at times. But of course, they had their wild and wacky times, many of which you heard, but they also very much heard the call of what Hope Church and Camp Ojibway is all about. They've been fine servants. So you've heard much of that today. We could go for hours. But the Spirit has been said, I think, and has moved. So thank you very much. I'm going to close this in prayer, all right?